face is a front of shop. My face is a real front shop. My shop is a front of face. I'm real when I shop my face. Boo 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 boo. Boo 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 boo. Da 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 da. Boo 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 boo. Boo 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 boo. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. My face is a front of shop. Shop is a real front face. My face is a front of shop. I'm real when I shop my face. Boo 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 boo. Shocked how the color's still like quite strong in my hair. Hi papillons, if you're still around after all my craziness. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Angelic Portal 111 and today is the full moon in Aquarius, and obviously energy started a while ago since yesterday and will carry on till tomorrow. And well, I have my moon in Aquarius, so this is actually feels like a very natural time for me. I enjoy the Aquarius energy immensely. It feels like home to me. I'm very comfortable around Aquarius suns and Aquarius risings. So let's talk a little bit about this full moon in Aquarius. I'm just going to go over the themes, not so much of the astrological, what's going on planetarily. I want to just talk about all the themes that are coming up for us as a collective, which may come up for you, which is coming up for me as well. So obviously Aquarius is an air sign. It is ruled by the planets Uranus as well as Saturn, and it is the sign of the innovator. It is the sign of the humanitarian. It is a sign of the pioneer, somebody who starts something new. Also a lot of inventions, new ways of like, let's say, schooling, new ways of getting work done, new ways of living, lifestyle changes. All of this is ruled by the planet of Uranus, because your Uranus is the planet of revolutions, and since Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, this is an energy that Aquarian people and Aquarius dominant people will bring to the table. So this full moon, firstly, what might be happening is that unexpected things might be happening around this time for you. Again, not to classify it as good or bad, but unexpected things might come to the surface at this time for you. So that could be like suddenly there's a promotion and you hear you're going to get promoted and you hear about it, or somebody paired with the Mercury retrograde, an ex comes back into your life, or somebody confesses their love for you. It could be anything. It could be like plans also suddenly getting broken up. Any plans that you made might get broken up, or some other new plans, unexpected plans and meetups might happen. One plan getting cancelled and something completely new coming to the table. So unexpected things can happen a lot during this time, during this full moon. So take it in good graces. Be open to the discomfort of those unexpected changes and transformations coming in. Because whether it's for the good or the bad, it's good to shake things up once in a while. It is good to have things. Yeah, it's very, very good to change the way we do things, our routines, because we can get very stuck in our bubbles and our routines and the way we are, the way we do things, and our personalities as something fixed, which it's not. We are constantly evolving and changing every second, every moment. And Aquarius energy, the Aquarius full moon, is here to remind ourselves that change is always possible. Change is change is the constant. It's always happening, and to accept those changes, to embrace those transformations that might come, which could be major or which could be minor. It really depends on your work, it depends on you, it depends on your placements, it depends on many things. So for me, specifically speaking, as of now, there hasn't been anything huge that has happened. It's been little things that have come to my attention. It hasn't been very rocky for me yet, but it could be for you. So firstly, unexpected changes and transformations, plans falling through or new plans suddenly coming into fruition, you being removed out of your comfort zone through that unexpectedness, which could be again good or bad, but take it in good graces, because that discomfort is going to help us grow, and it's going to expand who we are, and it's also going to show us, hey, maybe I am not this person who I thought I was. I'm not fitting into this box of who I thought I was. I'm actually outside of that box, and I'm also that. Or maybe I'm more of that right now in this space, which is so fun to do. Like, I'm always doing that. And yeah, I would say embrace that, switching up avatars of who you are. And like, for example, taking my own example, and this is going to be like a whimsical wayward kind of reading, just like the Aquarius energy. I'm feeling that, I want to channel that. I also get really bored sometimes of things being done the same way, and listening to the same quotes, listening to the same people talk about the same thing, and I get really bored, to be very honest. So I hope that I'm at least bringing something fresh and different to the table. Yeah. So taking my own example, what has happened with me is, I'll be honest, I do sound therapy and sound healing. That's like my profession. I do therapy work professionally, and I know I'm good at it. I enjoy it, but I don't enjoy it when I'm doing it all the time. I don't really enjoy the spiritual community of it sometimes, like how people think that spiritual people need to behave, or how if you are spiritual you will not have coffee, you will not drink at all, and or whatever, right? There are certain things that are there, there's prejudices that arise in the spiritual community. You will wear white, you won't wear black so much, you're not someone who can party. But all this is, I don't believe in any of this. I believe that everyone is unique, and everyone will express their spirituality in their own unique ways, and this can be very different from person to person. And again, the full moon in Aquarius is like, hey, accept the uniqueness of others and yourself. Embrace the weirdness and awkwardness of who you are. I shouldn't do this because I know why I did that. Anyway, so yeah, just embrace that weirdness and awkwardness that you have and of other people. This is how we grow as a society, and this is how we become more tolerant. Intolerance comes from a lack of self-acceptance. Like, you're not accepting yourself fully, you're not accepting your flaws, your shadow side, you may not be accepting who you truly are on the inside, and then you start projecting that out onto the world and onto other people, saying that you have to dress this way, you have to dress in a burqa to be accepted, you have to speak this language to be expected here, to be accepted here, you have to dress a certain way, you have to be within a certain gender. But Aquarius energy is like, no, none of this is fixed, none of this is true. There's so much room for fresh energies to come in, and for us to play around with how things are done and how we express ourselves. And that is where there is so much fun, and enlightenment comes through that as well. Enlightenment of understanding and knowing that you are not this one person in this one box, in this one fixed personality with this label of male or female, or like young or old. It just dismisses all the labels, and this is where it is the beauty of Aquarius shines through. And the full moon is really asking you to embrace yourself without all these labels, and to embrace yourself however you are, in your fullness, in all your craziness, in all your quirkiness, and to celebrate that in yourself, and therefore thereby in others. Because once you allow for that space within yourself and accept, it's very easy to accept it in others. But when someone else, let's say, okay, for example, now I've colored my hair, right? Let's say there's this girl who has blue color hair, right? And if I'm a little closed off, and if I'm judgmental of myself, and if I've been conditioned that girls should have, Indian girls should have black hair that's well oiled, I look at her and I'm like, oh my god, look at her, she's colored hair blue, doesn't even go with her skin color, it's, what is she thinking, like, doesn't go with her dress. And like that's because it's fear within me that is being projected onto her. My fear of, oh, even I want to like look a different way, which I'm not doing because of my conditioning or because of my fears. I'm holding myself back. So when I see someone else expressing themselves fully, I get a little shaken and stirred, and I get angry or fearful or resentful. So that is something this full moon is asking us to look at. Like, hey, maybe instead of judging someone else, let's just first start by not judging ourselves, from which it's very easy to not judge others. Once we stop self-judgment, that projection of external judgment also stops. So it is really asking us to be like accepting of everything. So I accept that I like tattoos and colored hair. I don't like that many tattoos. I like to have a few tattoos only. Like I have two now, and I have two tattoos which I love, and I love my colored hair, and I know it's not perfect, but I love it. You know, I just this is how I feel right now, and this is exactly what I see, exactly how I want my expression to be right now. And that expression might change. Like in a few months I may want to be like really short haired, because I've been through those phases. I'm just accepting the whole spectrum, and Aquarius is about accepting the whole spectrum. Okay, you don't have to be male, you don't have to be female, you don't have to be young, you don't have to be old. Doesn't matter if you're white, black, brown, wheat colored. Doesn't matter what your hair color is. It doesn't matter what your job is. Everything is accepted, and everything is given that equal love and kindness and compassion. And that's the Aquarius energy. It is extremely tolerant, and it is extremely like inclusive. There is definitely a contradiction to this energy, but yes, on one side it's extremely inclusive, wants everyone to be included. It wants to live in a fair and balanced society, and equality is very important. So let us see where we are being unfair to ourselves, unjust to ourselves, not letting ourselves express, and let's do that expression. That's the second thing. Okay, full complete self-expression, all the weirdness, all the quirkiness coming out, expressing it, stopping to judge ourselves is the second thing. First is the unexpected changes or transformations or events that may occur, and enjoying the discomfort of it. Okay, and I'd like to also talk about this singer I recently I've been listening to. Her name is Sophie, and she's now passed away. She died pretty young. She was watching the moon or something from her balcony, and she fell off. I don't know, that's what newspaper says. And she was like somebody, she was an artist I used to I saw her being recommended to me a bunch of times on YouTube, but I was like, not sure I want to types. But lately I'm really enjoying her music. I also noticed that the kind of music I like to make is also, it veers towards that, because there is like a very childish energy, but there's also like a very revolutionary and fresh energy that she brings. Papa, I'm doing a video. And yeah, so she brings this kind of that's my dad, sorry for the interruption, but she brings this kind of energy that is very fresh, that is very experimental, and like there's no fear in the process of the making of the music. And yeah, basically, what is the time? So I lost a bit of my train of thought, but yeah, like her music doesn't sound very melodious. So if you want to listen to music that you've always listened to, don't listen to her. If you want to listen to music that sounds completely different and it's a little bit of a challenge, and you it's like intriguing and challenging, then you should listen to her. So I get bored of things when it's repetitive and the same old. So for me, it was very nice to listen to her, and like expand my music horizons. And I'm already interested in such music. It is very postmodern, it's very fragmented, and it reflects the modern society, the hypermodernism that we live in actually. So for me, that's what it is. It's a reflection of that. So yeah, this is just to say that that energy is what this new full moon is all about. It's like, hey, like it's okay if what you're making doesn't make sense to somebody. It's okay if you're what you're projecting, what your projects are about something a little obscure, or something that is very different, and only you understand it, you understand the vision. But there is no problem with that. Like, let go of the fears of not being understood, or not being accepted, and just invest in the feeling of bringing something new and fresh to the table. Invest in yourself and your vision, because you're the only one who can see that vision. You're the only one who understands that vision in its completion. People can only understand fragments of it. They can only understand it once it has been realized, and it's been, it has broadened itself, and it has taken shape in reality. Then they're like, oh wow, this is a very interesting, intriguing thing that this person is doing. But that recognition may not come to you now. It may come after 5 years or 10 years or whenever. So it's fine. Like, that's not your problem. Your problem is how completely are you expressing that vision of yours? How fully are you channeling yourself for the benefit of whatever it is, again, that benefit is also up to you. Do you want to benefit, little kids? Do you want to benefit transgender people? Do you want to benefit you want to benefit people who have been through abuse? You want to benefit creatives? You just want to make yourself happy, and you want to bring out the best expression of you, who you are. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter, but you are the owner of your vision. You see it fully, and it is very important that your vision comes out here for others to see. And people may or may not understand it. They may misunderstand it, or they may not really even think about it. They may ignore it. But this full moon is also saying that, hey, like, don't let that bring you down, and don't let that limit you in any way. Don't let that stop you. Don't let that discourage you. You have to still keep going with what you believe in and who you are, and your full expression of that. So believe in yourself and keep expressing yourself and channeling your fullest expression, because eventually it is going to accumulate like gravity. It's going to accumulate, and it's going to become something that is physical, and it is going to become something that is strong, and that is magnetic. But that does take time for that accumulation to happen, because at first it's just like a grain of sand, right? Only when that sand becomes more sand, and then it becomes a rock, and then that rock becomes like a cliff, then people are like, oh, it's a huge giant cliff, and wow, it's so strong, blah blah blah. It takes many 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 years. So same thing, give yourself that time and be patient with yourself, and just keep going on that path. That's what I would say. And what else is there? Like, yeah, you can take inspiration from artists, from writers, from musicians, all the different kinds of artists towards this vision of yours, because there are other people who have charted new paths, and you can use that inspiration for your own. And what else? So these three are really important things, I think. Like, don't doubt your vision, keep going, believe in yourself, get comfortable with changes, get comfortable in the discomfort of being. And what is the third thing? Third thing was, kind of forgot actually. Yeah, let yourself be weird, let yourself fully express. Don't judge others, and don't judge yourself. Then it's easy to not judge others and enjoy this full moon. I also want to add that, obviously, like all the full moons, some emotions might come up, something that is difficult, like some emotions, some sadness, some loneliness, not feeling like you belong could come up, not feeling understood can come up, because these are the shadow sides of the Aquarius energies. Feeling like they're all alone, they're the lone wolf walking against the tide, and nobody understands, nobody listens. It can be a very lonely path for this Aquarius energy. So just remember that it's okay to feel those emotions, let them come. They will also get transmuted, and they will also leave you at the right time, so you don't have to worry about that. And just, it's okay to feel, it's okay to cry, feel your feelings, and take care of yourself, take good care of yourself, take good care of your sacred brain temple, and your body temple, and your mind temple and your body temple. And that's about it. That's my 2 cents today. I didn't really prepare for this video. Also, just felt like it's good to have like a flow of consciousness, stream of consciousness kind of thing happening. I love you so much, and if you like such content, please subscribe, share, like. You can also check out my music under Fat Cat, which is in the same channel. I've created a playlist. It says Fat Cat and says electronic music, and I am kind of a beginner, so please, I'm not there where I want to be, but I am very passionate about it, and that passion comes at some moments, some phases in my life. Right now, that passion is a little bit on a high, and I'm really enjoying that journey. I hope you're enjoying your creative journeys too, and see if you can do anything in a different way. See if you can just get out of your comfort zone a little bit around this time, and start that process for your future, so that you never have to label yourself or put yourself in a box, because we are limitless, and we are stardust, and we are magic. Love you, papillons. Bye.